actually, have you heard about Need for Speed Rivals?
No.
Basically, it's EA. Obviously, it's EA deciding this because it's rated on Frostbite 3, yeah. So Frostbite 3, we know it's better on PC. Battlefield 4 proved that it's all right on console. It's all right on next. It looks quite nice on next gen, but it's absolutely supreme on PC.
Yeah.
And that's what Need for Speed Rivals is made on. It actually runs better and looks better on PS4. They have actually locked it at 30 FPS on PC and have lowered the graphics quality, so people actually look at the PS4 and say, "Wow, this one looks much better," and be enticed by consoles instead of PC.
This is what I was afraid of.
Because I think Adam Sessler might have seen it. A few others have seen it, and they said it actually looks way better on PS4 than it does on PC, and even they know that it shouldn't. So there is something going on behind that.
Do you remember the tinfoil hat theory from Reddit, PC Master Race? Coming from a Circle Jerk Reddit, where they're talking about how someone put a joke image of ghosts, and so next-gen graphics with these shitty textures, and it was 60 GB RAM as the caption, and how it was locked to when the game was released for PC, it was locked to 60 GB RAM. When the average amount of RAM at the moment for users with mid-range laptops are 4 GB. And no matter what you think, when it comes to PCs, the people going to play Ghosts are either going to be on the move or on a laptop mostly. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I don't think you heard this again either. Call of Duty Ghost patch came out.
lowering the 4 GB. But that's the thing. Why was that 6 GB limit there? When it is okay. First off, right, at the very beginning, before you hit any of those walls, first off, it's not a 64-bit engine. So it cannot use more than 3.2 gigabyte? 3.2 gigabyte of RAM anyway. It can't use more than that. So why was it locked down to 6 gigabyte? Or locked up to 6 gigabyte? There was no point at all to lock it that. And the biggest tinfoil hat theory is that they locked it so the console version, when people had to play the PC version, like on their 4 gigabyte PCs, 4 gigabyte RAM PCs, go, wait, I can't play this game because I've got 6 gigabyte RAM. Fuck it, I can just get a console that has 8 gigabyte RAM. That was the theory. And now you're saying about Rivals, how it actually looks better on PS4 than PC, which shouldn't happen in any case.
Yeah, it's like I said, I haven't seen this for myself, so I can't really prove it, but that's what a lot of people who have actually seen it, a lot of reviews have said. And and again, like I said, it's been proven that it shouldn't actually look like that at all. Like, it shouldn't actually be like that. Frostbite 3 pretty much proved that.
The thing about it is even more confusing.
Battlefield 4 proved that it shouldn't actually be like that.
But this time it's even more confusing, because if it was last gen, when you're using PowerPC architectures, right, then it would be kind of understandable. They wanted to port to PC, but it wasn't their priority, so they just slapped something together so they can get more money from the PC players, which is a horrible thing, but it happens. GTA 4, but this time both console and PC are using x86. Not only that, it's using the APU architecture, which is now used in AMD's steamrollers and Richland APUs. So if they used the excuse optimization, that's completely ridiculous.
Well, they've already done that with the Ignite engine for now FIFA and all EA Sports games.
I hated that so much. When one sort of PR EA said it can't run on PCs, that got on my nerves so much.
You got on a lot of people's nerves, man.
How can you say that? How can you say that as PR? It's like, remember Don Matching when he said if we have an offline version of the Xbox One before the whole retractment of the DRM, when he said if we have an offline version of the Xbox One, the 360, it's exactly like that. He's saying, yeah, your PCs, those PCs between £600 and £5,000, yeah, none of those can run that engine. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous how they come out with these statements when they're completely untrue, and they aren't even just untrue. They seem biased, which is part of the whole theory of they're trying to make the PC architecture, which is ironic since the PS1 or PC architecture make it look bad. The reason why this is working as well, if it is this, is consumer ignorance. They just don't know.
It's also the fact of okay, the PS4 is a solely game-orientated console, not a living room crap. It has way better hardware than the Xbox One, and £100 to $100 cheaper.
Yeah.
But the Xbox One was still humble. Even though all games be native 720 to 900p, I don't think 4 is a 5 is 1080p. I think that's 900.
We're looking at console now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people will still fork out an extra £100 to play FIFA and shit on the Xbox One, even though it's actually cheaper and more powerful to buy a PS4.
It's a whole Apple syndrome where people see the higher price points, and especially when it comes to FIFA.
No. The Apple syndrome is you're paying that money for quality, and to be honest, as much as you want to deny it, you do. Really, you do get a lot of quality, but everybody gets an Xbox knows that you don't get an Xbox for quality. It's an Xbox. It's going to break. People go for like 4 Xboxes all the time and stuff.
Mate, you see that's our view. Our view is that the Xbox, you get an Xbox One, you're not guaranteed to get quality at all. But the average consumer, when they see the Xbox One, it comes with quote unquote FIFA free.
Yeah, having FIFA 13 in that package for Xbox One has pretty much just made it already win.
Yeah, for the UK.
I was just about to say that for the UK anyway.
Well, for UK and places in Europe, actually Brazil. Actually, I don't think. Does Brazil have launches?
They do, but it's like the PS4 costs over $1,000 in their currency, and the Xbox is about $900. The Brazilian tax and stuff is pretty fucked up at the moment, so it actually costs a lot to. It's actually basically it's like this. It's cheaper for someone in Brazil to fly to America, buy an Xbox, and come home.
Fuck it now. You see, with console at the moment, I can't see the appeal in them at this very moment. I can't see the appeal of these new generation consoles. I like playing PC games more than anything else, but I have a PS3 here, and Jay's got the 360 there. So, don't you? I have both consoles here, Jay.
Pardon?
I have both consoles.
Yeah, both consoles, man.
I must be in my cupboard. But I still have both because there are a few games I want to play. But me and Jay didn't get the 360. No, yeah, we did get the 360 on launch day because I was 14 and the faggot. 14 or 16? Somewhere around that age. And
Well, for the PS3, we would be 16 at launch.
no, I didn't know. I got a 360 at launch.
14.
14. With the PS3, me and Jay waited for the price to come down. Oh, did me or Jay tell you about the story about the PS3 when we first got it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, the first PS3 we got was a PS3 Slim. That's the one we still have. And this is about 2 years after everyone else has had one. We didn't really care about it. And we still didn't really care about it, but we had disposable income. We had about 450 between us. And we wanted something pretty nice. And we can get a bunch of games. We didn't think that much about PCs back then, which was stupid. Well, a bunch of games or, I don't know, something bigger. And we saw PS3 Slim for £250. I thought, yeah, let's get that with a few games. And we got in there, we bought the PS3. We bought Cross Edge. What a shitty first game to get us off. And we got home, we got in my room, and we unpacked the PS3, took out the box, that brand new smell, that brand new look, put it down, realised there's no HDMI cable, we chuckled a bit, and we put it in RF. Before we switched it on, me and Jay both looked at the PS3, and looked at each other, and burst out laughing at what we bought. Because this was still doing the no games 3 thing, where there weren't that many good exclusives for PS3. Where if you got an Xbox 360 and a PC, you've already played it.
Pretty much. We're just looking at it going, the fuck have we done? Why did we even do this? Honestly,
Then we bought Final Fantasy 13 and we asked ourselves again.
Yup. What the fuck have we bought? Seriously.
I'll end up buying a PS4 because I do play console games quite a bit. To be honest, I have a shitload of console games because, well, I don't know. I'm gonna wait. To be honest, I'll see because this was back when console games were reported to PC because the architectures are completely different and it took too long.
Okay,
With the PS4 and Xbox One bridging that gap, we don't know what's going to happen yet. But the PlayStation has always been the best platform for RPGs to come out on and buy, and that's why I would buy a PS4.
What I'm really liking at the moment is that a lot of companies like Namco Bandai have been looking at the PC as a viable market. And who's Midway now? Who's coming to make Mortal Kombat? NetherRealms, that's it. Both NetherRealms and Namco Bandai, both fighting RPGs, have been looking at the PC as a viable market, which is why we saw Naruto touch the Steam store.
Out of everybody, I didn't expect to be Namco Bandai, ever. I always thought I'd have to run on day one to get that one copy of Naruto in the whole of UK.
You did, didn't you? You had to do that.
I did when I got Ultimate Storm 2 for Xbox.
Yeah, Ninja Storm 2 was really hard to get a hold of for 360.
I ran to Game Station. I think I got it while I was in first year. I think no, that's it. Ultimate Storm 2. I remember I went to Game Station in Stafford. Didn't have it. I caught the train to Birmingham. Game didn't have it. The other game in Palisades didn't have it. The third game didn't have it. CEX, they had it. I brought it. I cried. I was like, dude, they have this. I was talking to the guys, dude, they don't actually have this anywhere. I caught a train from Stafford to buy this at CEX. He was like, you got lucky. They only had that one left. That's the only way I bought it. Nobody had it. New anyway.
So I'm waiting until I have the disposable to pick up the PC version.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna wait till the sales just to see.
Yeah, one more month until the Steam sales.
Yeah, I'm not sure when they start on date, but that's it. I don't mind waiting that month to be honest, and I'll definitely get paid for that anyway. So.
Funny enough, the console at the moment that I'm looking forward to getting my hands on as an owner is the Wii U at the moment.
The only time I will get a Wii U is, what was it? There was...
Wonderful 101.
No, the Wonderful 101's already been out.
Bayonetta 2.
Huh?
Bayonetta 2.
No, I don't care about Bayonetta. There were some games, I can't remember.
Can't have been that good then.
There was a reason I wanted a Wii U, but I forgot why.
The game I'm looking forward to though.
I don't know if I just wanted it because it was cheap. If it's ever cheap, like one fifty or something, I'll probably pick it up. But
the price of the Wii U
that's it. That's it. If they ever did this, I would buy it in a heartbeat because I always wanted to play Majora's Mask. If they didn't do a 3DS remake of it, and rather did a complete remake on the Wii U, similar as they did to Wind Waker, I think the game would look amazing. You will actually have the world's actual scariest moon descending upon you upon that third day.
That's why I hope that the Majora's Mask is on the 3DS, and plus
I don't know because the Wind Waker made me think shit. If I want them to redo bloody all of the Zelda games on Wii U now, these could look amazing.
Well, it's also more of a logical reason because I created Majora's Mask. Have you played it before?
No.
Okay. Jay's played it.
I've seen a bit. Dan was playing it on his Wii when I was stuffs.
Majora's Mask uses about 90% of the model and texture resources from Ocarina of Time. Obviously juiced up here and there because it had a RAM cartridge with it. And the game is pretty much Ocarina of Time 1.5. It was a direct sequel to the game. Fantastic, but it did use a lot of the resources from the Ocarina of Time. This, along with Grezzo, already making the 3D engine for Ocarina of Time 3D, it seemed like the more financial and more logical choice to go for Majora's Mask 3D, because then they can do exactly what they did with Ocarina of Time and use the same engine and the resources.
Like I said, I'll wait. The Wii U I'm going to wait with. I don't mind. Because I've never really been a Nintendo man anyway.
The game I want, that's been getting massive reviews of it, 10 out of 10s everywhere, Super Mario 3D World. That game looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's been called the best Mario game in over 15 years.
Oh, yeah. Actually, the one I want to check out is Wonderful 101.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of good Wii U games coming out, all first party, because Nintendo just know how to.
It's not even that. I don't know. The Wii U, I'm iffy about the general Wii U and Nintendo stuff, really.
There's Mario Kart 8, Pikmin 3, Super Smash Bros. Wii U. I'll probably pick up the 3DS version as well. Sonic Lost World, Wind Waker HD maybe. I've heard that it's nice if you haven't played it, but there's just few little additions to the game that makes it worth the full retail price purchase.
I heard Link to the Past is amazing now. Is that the new one? Link to the Past, is that what it's called?
It's Link to Two Worlds.
Link Between Worlds. Yes, yeah. It's pretty much the direct sequel to Link to the Past. Sorry, but I was listening to a video game and TV podcast, and they said it was fantastic. 10 out of 10.
It's funny because you're in the podcast right now.
Hmm?
I've been recording for quite a while now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Want to find it?
Well, yeah. Don't listen to us. Go with Video Gamer TV. They'd be better.
The worst.
I'll tell you what, though, I am breezing through the Best Friends podcast at the moment.
Well, they are great. Let's face it.
They are really.
They are good. Have you seen their playthrough Beyond Two Souls lately? Jesus Christ!
I need to. I've been meaning to watch it, but I want to watch a serious one first to try and get a feel for the actual game before it gets ruined for me.
Yeah, I said that too, didn't I? So I said because you want to actually see legit playthrough first.
Yeah.
Go for that before, because Matt and Pat's because what Pat's trying to do is try to put her on the most negative path.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the final in the Sadness trilogy. It's just already it's what?
No spoilers, but the latest, I think it's part 10. In part 10, they almost completely lose it. Pat almost completely loses at the end.
Well, there's always a part in a David Cage game that they just end up losing it. I think I'm on episode 29 or 34 for a Deadly Premonition as well.
Oh, I finished that. That is good. That is a good playthrough through and through.
Yeah, it does look interesting.
It's have you seen any of the gameplay of Beyond Two Souls? Like the story?
Yeah, I've seen a bit.
Because what I've seen so far, David Cage really likes his rape scenes, and
I heard about that.
It confused me because Ellen Page, I think in her AMA on Reddit, said she's a feminist, and David Cage.
I don't know. Chris was on about that, but I don't know if she was promoting her movie at the time called the East, something like that.
Yeah,
I think it's called the East. The plays an activist group. I don't know if she's a feminist in that. I'm not sure.
I think she may have just been playing it up.
I don't know.
But yeah, because so far in the playthrough, I think it's the only spoiler you're going to get is that he's put her through at least 4 rape scenes so far. And Matt and Pat aren't even trying because Wooly is playing as the ghost. Island.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the stupidest idea for a 2-player mode.
Yeah, you can play single player where you play as both Aiden and the girl.
Because I remember saying, I think I saw like the first 5 minutes of of that let's play. It's like when Woody gets the first time as control of Aiden, and he's just going through everything and just having a go at him because he's fucking about too much.
No, but even though they're trying to get put on a negative path, every time Aiden is allowed to do something, Pat does tell Woody, go fuck shit up. just to protect. Oh, what's her face? Jodie. That's her name. Jodie. But she's always put. Like, there was this one scene in one of the parts where she goes to find her friends because she's in the punk stage, going, "I don't want to listen to you guys." And she goes to this bar which her friends say they'll meet her. They go there and there are these two guys playing pool or snooker. I couldn't figure out which one. I'm shit at like that.
My erection is already growing.
and there's a bartender there. The bartender goes up to her and just asks, "What drink? Are you of age?" And she lies and goes, "Yes, 21."
Are you mine?
But she asks for lemonade anyway. And lemonade. She goes to the toilet, comes back, and the two guys.
I would just say with a pants dropped.
Then the two guys ask if she wants to play with them. Play pool with them, and then also one begins to grope her. Then also throws her on the pool table, and the bartender comes, and he's in on it. So all three of them are trying to rape her. Then Aiden comes in and just killed them all.
Yeah, but isn't there like one scene? Because I heard this free, but isn't there one scene where you actually can just let her get raped completely?
Oh, okay. This part isn't in the playthrough, so it's not really spoiled. Well, spoilers to the game if someone does this. But there's this homeless part in the game, and there's depending on what Jodie's been through, Jodie has to get money for these homeless people to eat along with these homeless people, and there's a part where you need to trying to get the money. And what Matt and Pat did is that she found a homeless person with a guitar, and she started playing it and got the money that way. But there's other part Pat went to beforehand where this guy asked if you do him a favour, i.e. blowjob, behind the shop, you get the money. Pat said yes. They went back and she said no, I can't do this. And she almost gets raped then. But then Aiden strangles and kills him anyway. No.
So even though he said yes, she still says no.
Yeah, but this is the best part. There isn't apparently. There's another way this goes where she's so depressed that the part it fades into for this part, it fades into where her and the guy just come from back of the alley and she's got money in her hand.
Oh.
So apparently there's a way for her to go through the blowjob.
That's
We're back in it now.
Okay. Is that enough?
Yeah, he's had enough. He's gone to bash one eye. He's like, I can't take it anymore.
But so it's either two of the choices are either she almost gets raped or she sucks off a random dude. There was those two. There was those two, but there was another one she almost gets raped as well. I forgot.
We're starting our Let's Play thing this weekend then.
Oh yeah, if you're free, you can start Legend of Mana Let's Play.
The only time I'm not free is Friday evening. Also, I'll be free Friday night, but not evening. It's just their birthday, so I want to get a meal. That's about it.
Whose birthday is it?
Sisters.
Oh,
so it's whenever. You can literally start tomorrow or Friday night or something. Like I said, I'm free whenever and stuff, pretty much.
Right, if you can get around here, then yeah.
You don't have to do that, do you?
That's what I mean. That's what I said weekends because
I thought you meant through SNES Let's Play. SNES Net Play, sorry.
Legend of Mana is a PS1 game.
Legend of Mana.
Yes.
I thought you were a Secret of Mana.
Well, we can do Secret of Mana if you want, or Secret of Mana 2.
Oh, we can do any games on our first. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if we could do those as well, like PS1 in your house kind of games. So I don't mind. It's just for a minute I got the wrong game. I was wondering what you were about. Yeah, I never played that one then. The one you were about.
You can always do more than one Let's Play at the same time.
Obviously, yeah, obviously.
So
yeah. So I mean, yeah, right then. We'll do like some which are like internet I would say Let's Plays and then net play based, and then weekends and stuff. I'll go to yours and Saturdays and Sundays or something then.
and so weekly schedule, Secret Amount of 1 or 2.
I first. You decide on the games. To be honest, any games you ever choose are all going to be games I have never played.
That sounds perfect.
So I'd probably say start with Mana 1.
Let's speak a bit about Let's Play a bit because.
Are you going to do on your YouTube channel, because you already had that one video with a huge hit on there? You've already got like quite a bit of stuff, haven't you, on there?
I was thinking of moving everything community based to another channel.
It's up to you. I mean, I'd say it's up to you, because that account you got at the moment, I think, is already in a partnership. You already got quite a few subscribers because of Pooh Brains. But it's up to you. I'm not fussed. You can either put it on your channel, or you can make a new one if you want.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to you.
Strange enough, I got this idea from. Have you ever heard of Retsu Prey?
No, but it sounds like a weeby version of Let's Play.
You think that, but it's a YouTube channel, and they have a podcast called Retsucast, which is done by two people called Slow Beef and Diabetes, who are pretty much some of the founding fathers of Let's Play. They did it back in 07, I think, 07, 08. And it pretty much started what Let's Play is today. But in their podcast, they bring up something pretty interesting where a lot of Let's Plays now, like, let's not say names, because I actually don't want that recorded.
Yeah. Type them in the chat then, type them in the chat. You got me curious there,
Well, like this YouTuber, right? Who instead of playing games instead of playing games like he enjoys, he uses scare cam and things such as that.
I know exactly what you mean. I don't like that, but the chances of us doing horror games are very bad, because I know you're the world's biggest pussy at horror games. And to be honest, I'm Saint either. If we both did like Amnesia or Dead Space together, we would basically just be crying and holding each other for videos.
Well, it is winter, so we could do Pacific Funny.
I mean, although I absolutely love horror films and stuff like that, I can't do horror games. The fact that you're controlling the player horrifies me more than the fact that it's a horror game.
What's it? They're talking about how a lot of about a few Let's Plays play games they actually enjoy, and they can talk about. I think they were. I forgot which Let's Play they're talking about, where he played a game and he was really informative while playing, because while he didn't know everything, he talked about the game while putting in his own banter here now and then, instead of having his his face captured on camera with him screaming.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not saying we'll be doing cams or anything like that.
Oh, of course. I think that's why I like Two Best Friends, because they're playing Tetris Attack, which is one of my all-time favorite puzzle games. They're playing Tetris Attack. I think it was Matt and Wooly.
Yeah.
And they're playing with 40 minutes, and they're talking about how they used to play it back in the day, and they brought up something where puzzle games where you have to do combos, counter each other's moves. It's very close to fighting games in tactics.
Yeah.
You have to find out when your opponent's going to strike, and counter it so the blocks don't hit your grid. And it was really informative, and I bet they didn't even think about it. I bet they were just talking about while playing the game.
Yeah, obviously. You said it's their job, they do it for years, kind of thing. Really?
I think Matt's got an art degree.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Does he have a part-time job or something? A job or something?
This actually came up in, I think, part 9 of their Beyond Two Souls Let's Play, where they said that Let's Play is pretty much their job at the moment. Well, Pat's
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. I know it's Pat. I think Matt does some stuff on the side. But it can be, though, because, they've got the podcast, the Let's Play, and the thing is, they've got their own Let's Play channel, as well as putting some of their Let's Plays and one-off videos on Machinima, which you get paid. You get quite a modest $200 per 1,000 views.
Didn't they quit Machinima?
No, they still post videos.
Oh.
That's what they called Two Best Friends Play. Otherwise, they're technically called The Switcher, as another.
Oh, they were talking about the Switchers. They're talking about the Switcher name as well.
Yeah, that was on podcast 2 or something. I heard about it today.
I've been listening to their podcast out of chronological order, so yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm listening to it so fast. I'm just gonna start from number 1 and work my way up. And plus, the first 5 are only like an hour and a half, so I can listen to them in a day because you work and I got hour breaks and stuff as well. Like if we were podcast and a half a day. The one I've gotten into at the moment, which is quite funny, is a Comedy Button.
Comedy Button.
Yeah, it's 4 other guys, but it has Max Scoville in there, and I like Max Scoville. I'm a big Scoville fanboy, so I watched it. And the next thing you know, I was sitting on the bus hearing about tits and dicks. It's funny.
Does Scoville still do stuff with Destructoid?
He's left Rev-Free Games, which people keep thinking was Destructoid, but now that he's left Rev-Free Games, he's doing personal stuff. He's now back on the Detoid podcast, and he might do some stuff with Detoid, as well as thinking of starting his own Let's Plays on his YouTube channel. Basically, he's basically thinking of what Jim Sterling does, basically.
Jumping from place to place.
Yeah, but also doing Let's Plays on his YouTube channel, which I wouldn't mind watching. I would not mind watching. I was just waiting for him. I'm just waiting for him to actually do them now.
You see, if it wasn't my career goal to be a teacher, I think game journalist or something nice. I would say mellow. I wouldn't say easy.
It's a bit of both. It's relaxed in the sense of the job and what you do. I suppose you that's the job where you can just walk into casually dressed. They don't care if you're covered in tats and piercings and whatnot. You just sit there and you play games for your job and talk about them and stuff. But it is mainly freelance, really.
Yeah.
While you will always mainly write for that one site, you can just get kicked off in a heartbeat, and then that's it. That's why a lot of them do podcasts as well now.
Someone from Rock Paper Shotgun was saying they've been kicked off Rock Paper Shotgun.
Oh, that was it's the guy who runs Zabby Gamer. Remember the Saturday bargain bins?
Yeah.
It's that guy basically runs a site called Zabby Gamer. You should check it out. It's really good. ZabbyGamer.com. Huh?
.co.uk, you faggot.
Yeah, I don't .co.uk. They basically do game discounts and stuff. Let's say COD 4 was on sale for $5, and it was verified to work with UK, so that would cost £3.50 kind of thing. They post a lot of stuff. He used to do the Saturday bargain bins for Rock Paper Shotgun, but they had a discrepancy. They wanted him to do something that he wasn't comfortable with doing, so they're like, "All right, then you're fired," kind of thing. It's like, okay, fair enough. So now he just does his website now instead of writing for Rock Paper Shotgun.
That's the thing a lot of game journalists have been saying lately, like Sessler. Has he calmed down lately?
What do you mean?
Because I think about 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, Adam Sessler on Twitter was saying something's going to change this generation, which will probably put my job in jeopardy. And then even his wife and Falk Park from Devolver Digital were saying, "Stay strong." Like, Jesus Christ, if Falk Parker, the guy talking about his wife's tits on Twitter every day, say something like that, then I'm kind of curious what's going on.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I mean, to be honest, I didn't realise Max Scoville left for free games till the Deep Toid podcast last week or week before. I don't know why he left. I think he just did. Tara Long's still there. because they technically never actually worked for Detoid to begin with.
Mm.
The Destructoid show was run through Rev 3, which is where they were on it. They were still working for Rev 3, not Destructoid. But now that Destructoid is under a new CEO, I think he's been offered a job.
Yeah, what does Revision 3 do? Oh,
Seems to be mainly. You know what? I don't. They're big.
I just found them. Yeah, I just found them. They do
Techno Buffalo, Adam Sessler stuff.
Philip DeFranco.
Philip, why is that name so familiar?
It's a big YouTube guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He does blog stuff mostly. Shit, these guys are big.
Yeah, they're basically like machinima, basically.
They own Discovery Channel.
Do they?
Yeah, Discovery Channel, the Oprah Winfrey Network.
They're basically like machinima, or is it Polaroid or something?
Polaroid. Oh no, Polaris.
That's the one. That's the one.
They own.
Toast Ken. I think John Tron did or does.
They own the Hub Network, who create My Little Pony. These guys are rolling in it.
Oh, so you do? You start out small and then buy everyone else out. Business 101.
Yeah. And you guys want to talk about?
Mm-hmm. Don't know. Xbox One came out in America today.
Oh.
See if I did.
Oh. Okay.
A guy tried turning his Xbox on by shouting at it and it didn't work. You actually have to speak calmly to your Xbox for it to turn on. He's like, Xbox on! He's like, Xbox on? And he turned on. I was like, oh. Be nice to your Xbox. We won't listen to you.
Fucking Xbox!
It was through Inside Gaming Daily, basically. I like them. They're funny. They crack me up a lot.
Xbox, fuck off. She shuts off. Yeah, Destructoid has also done the Xbox One review, and it's pretty much down north, swinging his corgis around on the upload streamer.
Have you seen Video Gaming UK's reviewsicles?
Sorry?
If it's a review done in the sense of a musical, like they've done Xbox One to a Tom Jones song. Hold on.
No, I haven't seen these.
They've done quite a few. They started it with Battlefield 4. Hold on, I can't seem to find the video. You know Video Gamer TV, don't you? Obviously, they're supposed to do the E3 and Bridge stuff.
Yeah.
They do something called reviewsicles. They did one. Let me have a look. They did a Bonnie Tyler review musical.
Yeah.
They did an XCOM Tom Jones one, and they did a Xbox One. I mean, see it.
Did you ever see Video Gamer TV's video for what game is it? Killer is Dead.
No, like a review or gameplay. Or...
It was okay. It was a video where Matt pretty much lost a lot of respect from a lot of subscribers, and I think they lost about 2,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, it was about the X-ray glasses and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember. I could watched it and I was like, "What the fucking hell going on here?"
Yeah, he lost a lot of people with that video.
Yeah, I heard about that. Because me and Chris were just like, "What the fuck?" I think Chris left actually. Chris left after that. He unsub from them. I wasn't really that first. I was like, whatever. It's the podcast. I like the podcast. It's really funny.
It's because it was so strange. Because video game team normally do things for satire, and Matt just coming out and saying this game is really sexist.
It was like the complete opposite kind of thing. It was like,
Oh, that's the thing we can talk about. Anita Sarkeesian's third video's come out.
Who's that? I don't care. I blanked it from my memory. She doesn't exist. Shut up, don't remind me. I like living in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss.
video game versus tropes. No, women versus video games or something. That's it. Women versus tropes in video games. No, the third one. No, come on. The tropes versus women. The third one has just come out, and
She pisses me off so much.
apparently, it's
She's dead.
fucking hell.
If feminists died, the world would be a better place.
Apparently, this one is more reasonable.
This happens, man. You let women vote, you give them too much power.
Jesus Christ.
It's true.
But Elsa, one of the chat moderators for Destructoid, who's I think she's like 50 plus. Sorry?
50 plus?
Yeah, she's about 50 years old or something. One Destructoid chat mods, and she said she's pretty much pissed off because Anita's supposed to have brought out 6 videos for the 150,000 she got.
Yeah.
But this is a third one, and apparently it looks like it's going to be her last one.
She literally milked money. Do you remember that video that was leaked ages ago, a few months ago, of before she did this because she was a teacher. She was on video games. She was talking about sexism in video games and how it actually sells and how it's good.
Oh no!
She made her own. Let me find this. As Anita, how do you spell Anita Sarkeesian? Is an idiot.
Because they see Elsa's annoyed because one of the videos she was looking forward to, because what Elsa herself is not a feminist, she's actually looking forward to Anita's philosophies, because she didn't like the first or second one. It didn't seem reasonable, and well, she's been playing games for 50 years, so come on.
But it's this that pisses me off. Out of everything, this really pisses me off. She went 150,000 to make YouTube videos, which she then makes money off of. Because she's so hated, she's gonna get a lot of views. To be honest, if you want to be YouTube famous now, you're gonna be hated on, so you get a constant stream of viewers.
There's a few things she did which people still don't know if it's true or not. Well, that she said she did, or imply that she did. But first off, it needs to imply that the money was for living while she's doing these videos. Apparently they're going to take a lot of time, and the games themselves. Yeah? But someone has debunked one of the videos where a lot of the footage is actually from Let's Plays. And not recorded from her.
Here you go. This video goes to 1 minute. This is her like ages ago. She did some lesson or something. She actually says, "I'm not actually a gamer." So she even says she doesn't play games or anything like that. And then she makes this video. Just watch it.
Oh yes, no, I've seen this one. Yes, I've seen it. Where,
her music video is like I can't remember if it's something ass and tits or something. I can't remember.
But okay. Let's go back to Tropes vs. Women, because her second video was supposed to be called The Fighting Fuck Toy. And it was supposed to be how when a woman is in a lead role, she's portrayed to be sexy. So, in short, so men don't get bored while playing the game. And being all part of the patriarchal system of there being this walking fighting sex symbol while playing the game. But she never created that video. She just went from being submissive to reverse gender roles, i.e. being a hero, to now Ms. Male, where it's just a male I think I haven't watched the video yet, so I can't give a broad perspective. But what it sounds like she's going to talk about how the female role is pretty much the male role, just with female things like Ms. Pac-Man being just Pac-Man with a ribbon on the head and lipstick.
Well, it's just the thing is like what you're trying to say with this whole, women being main antagonist and the proceeds for sexy. The only things I can ever think of when you say that are Japanese games. which shouldn't really count because they're all backwards.
Yeah, Japan is still far away.
They're just like literally in a world of their own, and they're happy with that. But I mean, you think about American or European games like that, you can't really see it. To be honest, I mean, there might not be main antagonist women characters, but like Last of Us, generally there are some women in there, obviously, and stuff. They're not really sexualized at all.
I do agree with a lot of people when they say there aren't that many female protagonists out there. Aren't many big ones out there, because I do agree with that, and I do also agree that it'd be nice to have a few more, like Legend of Mana.
They're picking on the minority.
Right, like Legend of Mana, one of my first favourite games. It's a really niche game, really, but you can pick either male or female, and depending on who you pick, people interact with you differently. And she's not a sexual object. Her clothing is pretty much the same as the males. In fact, the male shows a six-pack, while the woman is pretty covered up. And they both look wacky. The guy has a big red turban, like hat on, while the woman has pipes in her hair. And the game shows a female protagonist, while nameless, and I would say she doesn't have any personality. We're getting spoilers, I guess. She doesn't have any personality until a certain point in the game. Either both the male and female. But anyway, I do agree that there aren't that many female protagonists out there. And one of the games I was thinking of actually doing would have a female protagonist. But it's also, the other side is that, as a guy, I would feel like it'd be hard to portray a female myself. Because, well, I'm not female. But this also brings up the point how many women are actually in the gaming industry as well. And there are quite a few, especially in Ubisoft, I think.
Yeah, there is like... Actually, I don't know, because I read it on Rock, Paper, Shotgun, and they're all a bunch of weird feminists. Even the guys are feminists. It's strange on Rock, Paper, Shotgun. They take their feminism very seriously, but they're on about how women don't actually get paid as much. Like, a woman designers don't get paid much at all compared to male designers.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, but from what I've heard, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, my patriarchy all over the place, pretty much.
The place I know that do that is Kotaku, and the worst part is...
Oh, yeah, Kotaku as well, sorry, Kotaku. They're both, yeah, they're the same.
But the worst part is, it's not Kotaku itself. Kotaku, personally, I don't like Kotaku myself, but I think it's only one person who always does these articles about pretty much like rad feminism and patriarchy in games. And apparently she sort of goes off topic sometimes in them. I'll have to link some in the description afterwards. But she goes a bit nuts sometimes. And I think it's also how the patriarchy, how Kotaku got the reputation of...
She's just called them a patriarchy now.
It's stuck in her head. But I think it's also why Kotaku has that reputation of being that review site, where it's not taken that seriously.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know. I've never realised it's that popular, to be honest. I'm not really big on Kotaku. They're kind of like... They're like the Verge of game journalism.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the best way. That's the best analogy. Have you actually seen this video yet, then? Or?
Sorry?
Have you actually seen the video yet?
I watched it. I watched it a while ago. I think Chris linked it in the chat ages ago.
What's the third one?
Trans vs Women. No, I've watched the first and second one, but I haven't watched the third one yet.
I don't know how you actually can watch them.
Because you can't find if it's you'll never know if she's just harping about bullshit or if she actually has points without watching the video. So that's why I've watched them. Well, a lot of what she's saying is pretty rubbish. A lot of the grounds she's trying to work on is just that she's not a good speaker, or she's thinking incorrectly.
I don't know. You can't really say she's not a good speaker when that is pretty much her job. But even before this, she was big on public speaking.
You see, you can be a public speaker and be a dick at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive.
That's true. That's the kind of teacher I'm trying to be.
Oh,
I found it! I found it!
I can't wait until I'm teaching.
I found it, man.
Yeah, so Anita's still doing a thing, and maybe in this one she talks some sense. But according to Elsa, she's not. I wanted to talk about emulation as well, but not much has been done really.
I've been trying to... man, I really want a PS3 emulator. Every time I Google it and I see those YouTube videos, it makes me sad. Why would they do this to me? Get my hopes up just to destroy them? I even downloaded the emulator to see if it works. I got it, downloaded this BIOS apparently. I copied it over, and alright then, let's hit load. You need to do a survey to activate it. Fuck off. I hate falling for this trap again.
What? How?
It wasn't a virus or anything. It was just trying to scheme money out of you at that point of, you need to activate this. You can get an activation key by filling out this survey. You need to do a survey. It's like, pay us £10 to do this survey. It's like, no.
Well,
but I want a PS3 emulator just because I'm fed up of having a ridiculously slow PS3.
Yeah, this is what a lot of PC gaming.
It's like this. Oh man, I really want to play some GTA 5. I turn the console on. Console's fully set up. About 2 minutes. I load up GTA. It actually takes about 5 minutes for the game to fully load. That's about 7 minutes of me just sitting on my arse staring at a screen. And that's with the game obviously installed to the hard drive because you have to, and it still runs so slow. It's annoying.
So that's what confused me when people talk about PC gaming and how it's slower, it's sluggish compared to consoles. When you're playing a PC game, you load it up, and I think the slowest loading game for me so far has been Deus Ex. And I think Deus Ex, even though it's not a massively buggy game, it does have its troubles now and then. But most games I've played on PC load in seconds. Like Sonic Generations, I remember looking at some mods for Sonic Generations, and it was part of the Unleashed project mod where they ported every stage from Sonic Unleashed to Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
So, what do I do that as well? I found my old Tumblr. Yeah, I was like, some of the stuff's just either like completely cuntish, like like the first person of Happy Fucking Christmas, or completely emo. And I got other stuff which is funny, like quotes. Like there's one quote you've seen in between, haven't you?
Yeah.
There's one quote there. It's like, I fucking love it. If she fucks like she complains, you'll be in for a treat.
Well, this is a good description.
I fucking love that quote, man.
But yeah, I was looking at Sonic Generation mods, and it was just a port of one Unleashed stages. Brilliantly done, pretty much 1-1 in porting. And a lot of the comments were like, this is work for console, this is work for console. And it confused me. If it worked for console, what would be the point where you can just pick up a copy of Sonic Unleashed for like £3 anyway? But yeah, Sonic Generation, the comments, people are going, wow, this game loads really fast. Are you editing the video? No, it's just the PC version. Because you know how stage is loading, I think it's like 3 to 4 seconds for us on PC for Sonic Generations. On console, it takes in the 15-second mark.
Yeah.
And when people say, especially in Reddit R gaming, when people talk about games loading and it taking a long time, it's not true. If you have a PC that's at least in the £400 range, or 400, 450, and you're still seeing slow loading times, then you have a problem.
That's the thing, though. £400 PC now is a lot different from a £400 PC 4 years ago.
But you see, but our gaming is I'm talking about the next generation as well. So that just shows that bit of ignorance where people are talking about how consoles are catching up with console.
You know the problem is there? You said R gaming. I find your solution.
But it's you're talking about PC downvote. Which it happily segues to emulation. Have you been catching up with Dolphin lately?
It's hard. I mean, now that I have my Wii, which has been modified in possibly legal ways. Don't arrest me. It's just I haven't really found the need to go on Dolphin anymore. I mean, alright, you can do HD, but I'd rather just play Last Story at 4 frames for once. It's taken me a year, and I still haven't played that game. I got as far as where you fight the tiger, and it was lagging. I was like, no.
It's the Last Story seems like the only game at the moment that is lagging. I'm hoping though.
It's the only game on the Wii that actually uses graphics. That and Xenoblade.
Uses polygons.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm surprised that you could even get games like that. Literally, that game is like The Last of Us for Wii U, and that's saying something. Xenoblade or The Last Story.
That game has 70 hours of gameplay in it. 70 legit hours. This is with fast travel.
Stupid.
And every piece of clothing has its own texture and model.
I think the biggest thing that annoys me about is Nintendo. That's the biggest thing that annoys me about the Wii U as well. They had plenty of time. They've had since the Wii to fix this. No, they still use friend codes. Is it really that hard to just add someone by their name? You want to add me? Oh yeah, sure. It's 1923786541112.
The funny thing is, they've kept it the same for so long that the Dolphin team trying to keep on
the system doesn't work. It's outdated.
It's been there for so long that Dolphin team. Honestly, I'm still trying. I'm not trying to keep on emulation, honest. But the Dolphin team have cracked it. Like us two were playing Smash Bros. Brawl on Dolphin, weren't we? Remember?
It was the only one we got working. That and Super Mario were the only two we got working. Not Super Mario, sorry, Mario Party. Those are the only two games we got working on NetPlay.
Which is kind of strange because Mario Party is a GameCube game, and we were playing the synchronized.
All GameCube games because we played. Was it F-Zero?
Yeah.
We played that as well. I think, and that Star Fox game.
That was it. Okay, that was it. Okay, games that weren't Wii games that didn't have online compatibility, like New Super Mario Bros. Where we tried to use the inbuilt NetPlay with Dolphin.
Yeah.
It didn't. It just crashed in later. Well.
Yeah, but the biggest question is whether it's because I'm using a different format. Like I said, because I copied them over to my Wii, I could press them heavily. They're like half the size of what they normally should do in a very, very special format.
It could be. It could be that.
Not sure. It could be that, but I don't think it is. Because either way, the games work and they're read and they'll load. And I think it's from there that he does it. I don't think it does it. I don't think it was deep enough on the level of you have to literally have the exact same file structure for it to work. I think it works on the basis of your game's emulating it and it synchronizes that emulation, not the files. I'm not sure. I do need to find out. I do need to download New Super Smash Bros. For the normal edition and see if it works. But if it is that sense of you have to have the same game, it's going to be annoying. Because you've already got your games, you probably don't remember which ones are which, so we'll both have to make sure we're downloading the same game again.
But with games that have NetPlay already, like with friend codes, say like there's Brawl, Mario Kart. What other online games are there? For
No,
the
I
Wii?
think we did get new Smash Bros to work, dude, because I
No,
added you to the friend code.
these games we got working because it can now connect to Nintendo Online by Dolphin.
Um,
So we just did it, so these games that work. So we had
new,
Smash Bros.
yeah,
Smash Bros. Working.
new Super Mario Bros. Never worked.
No, but I was using Dolphin's separate net PlayStation. That was Dolphin's inbuilt one, not Nintendo official.
You found out the problem in the end.
That's not. I don't know because F-Zero worked and
No,
Star Fox worked, and those two games.
GameCube games we never had a problem with at all.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's three categories. There's GameCube games, which all have to use Dolphin's inbuilt one. There's
It.
synchronization.
We got GameCube emulation working by me having to have the exact same memory card set up as you, or not. I don't think I had any memory cards plugged in. I'll let you handle it.
Let me explain how it works. There's three categories. There's game games, Nintendo Wii games that use that already have online friend codes, etc., and Wii games that don't. All games have to use Dolphin's inbuilt net play, which is based on synchronization.
Yeah.
Just synchronization. Then there's the Wii games that have the official Nintendo Online, which Dolphin emulates, so you don't need to do any special online parameters. Just have a friend, just log into Nintendo Online, and you get a friend code, and you swap it like with normal Wii's.
Yeah.
Then you have games that are on Wii and multiplayer, but do not have official online, which have to use what the GameCube games use to go online.
We never actually tried it properly since. That was quite a while ago we tried that, actually.
I'm looking forward because apparently Delroth, one of the developers, are talking about. I think is it Delroth? I think it is. He's looking forward to Mantle if he does exactly what it says in the tin.
Oh, yeah. I read that. Dolphin said they pretty much can take Mantle on board.
Yeah, if it does, if the API does exactly what it says in the tin, they're looking forward to implement it as soon as possible.
So what? That's the thing. I'm gonna. As much as I do want to get the NVIDIA 800 series next year, because I do need to upgrade my graphics cards for the next gen platforms coming in. I can't even. I looked at my recommended settings for the new Assassin's Creed, and it's pretty much playing with everything off. I'm playing texture quality at medium. So I do need to get upgraded next year, but it's like I want to see if Mantle would actually kick off. So far, what we got Battlefield 4, Dolphin probably take it on. A lot of open source and indie developers will take it on because it's free. It depends whether the big developers actually take it on, and from there, if it does really kick off, I'm hoping Nvidia will embrace it, because if they do and they include it in their driver updates and stuff, then I'll be happy. Otherwise, it'd be that really hard thing of should I go AMD or not, just to get Mantle. It's still really early days though. Really early. We'll be finding out from mid next year if it really works. I mean, if Mantle's thrown into Watch Dogs, it's been delayed in a period of time, but let's say Mantle's thrown into Watch Dogs, stuff like that, I think that's a sign that it would definitely kick off.
Yeah.
For something like Watch Dogs to have it in. So, and then from there, I'll just be waiting to think, should I get NVIDIA? Or should I go AMD?
It annoys me because if Mantle does kick off and I'm looking for the Mantle myself, I have to upgrade anyway because I'm on a 6970 and the lowest AMD card Mantle is compatible with is a 7000 because the architecture changed to GCN.
Isn't it?
And GCN is the architecture for Mantle. 7000 and the R9s, well, R7, R8 and R9s. I'm just looking forward to it. Oh, also in emulation news, SSPP, PS3 emulator for PC, PC and Android, that has really been going up in strides this year. And it's their 1 year anniversary with version 0.9.5. They now have built-in sound and movie playback.
Hmm.
You haven't been keeping up with PPSS, PPF yet?
I don't really look at PSP emulation, to be honest. I don't really. I mean, the only emulation I ever did was what Wii, PS2,
Yeah.
but basically Dolphin and PCSX to whatever the fucking gobble letters were. But those are the only two. And then I accidentally reformatted my 2 terabyte hard drive, didn't I? So I lost all the games. So the only games I've gotten back are my Steam games. I haven't gotten any of the Dojin games you gave me. My PSP games that got my PS2 games, my Wii games, which were managed to pull off my hard drive anyway. So no, all my SNES games. Oh no, I had. Do you remember my SNES games?
Yeah.
I actually spent like a day deleting all the French. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, that must be backwards. I must have a hard drive. I'm sure that's backwards.
Oh, all those fan translations. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You remember, because I ended up streaming Dragon Ball Z as I didn't know what the fuck was happening, and I died. Where is the hard drive?
Actually, you're talking about P6 they've, I would say they're getting better because they are. Oh, they're putting widescreen patches. Ah, that's a lifesaver. Kingdom Hearts 2 is now in the widescreen.
That was the only reason the emulator. But as soon as I 2.5 HD remix, jizz was everywhere, and my money has been reserved.
And you see, someone in P662 forum as well has released a guide how to get Kingdom Hearts 2 running 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Yep. Because the gameplay runs at 30 frames, which I think is noticeable on both PS2 and PC. But there is now a guide where I tried myself where you have to trick it by doubling the frame rate from 60 to 120.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you have your frame rate of the console itself, which is 60 frames. Then you have the actual game frame rate. The actual console frame rate 60, game frame rate 30. What you do is put the console frame rate to 120 frames, right? And use a patch to slow the game down by half, the audio by half. And so the game runs 120 frames per second, but only shows and plays 60 frames per second. And it sounds strange, but it looks fantastic at 60 frames. The special effects and particle effects are still at 30, but to me it's almost unnoticeable. Did I lose you, Jorah?
No, I know what you mean. Because I was trying to think. I remember when I had back in the early days of the PS emulation. I remember how hard it was just to force like ×4 MSAA on the game. But even then, it messed up the shadows. So when you're playing a Saw or something, you just get the shadow of the whole world.
See you in the morning.
If you remember that, yeah, the shadow of the whole map.
Here's something you can do then. I think this does ruin shadows. I think shadow maps.
I don't have it anymore. I'm not going to use it anymore because it's coming out now.
Wait if you play a PS2 game on emulator, if you change the internal resolution to about a third or I don't know a half more than your native.
Yeah.
So from 1920 to 1920 by 1080 to 2400 by 2500, you do get the same benefits as anti-aliasing. I forgot if that actually ruins shadows and shadow maps.
So I remember I kind of got it working a bit back then. Look, that was what I played about last year before. Look, the SNES stuff. Didn't I steal that off you? Or the SNES games? You had a folder called SNES, didn't you? And it had a fuckload of games.
No, I think I did. That folder's years and years old though.
You know, I was it was that first time I had that all night rate yours. And we were doing Vanguard Princess all night.
That's another thing. ROM hacking. I think last week they released version 1 of their Final Fantasy VII remake for NES.
Oh yeah, isn't it it's an SBM, but they're redoing all the sprites, aren't they?
What it was is that years and years ago, a Chinese group created a remake of Final Fantasy VII for NES. well, pretty much a bootleg. And I just type it in. And some guys picked up. Let's see the names. Limblum started their English patching, English translation. Started working on English version, and then they formed a team to create a full remake of the game called Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, and a completed version 1.1 just last week. I think last week. No, yesterday. No, it couldn't have been yesterday. It's 1.1. No, last week. Getting days mixed up. Yeah. Lugia 2009 and Limblum on romhacking.net. And I just finished it. And I've given it a try. It's actually pretty good.
I never actually played Final Fantasy VII. I own it on PS3. It was cheap and I bought it and stuff.
Now start here then. Starting 8-bit. Go on.
I remember that when two best friends were about what if Final Fantasy VII never came out on the PS1? The world could be a completely different place.
Square Enix now went in a completely different direction.
Scary times. Sega might still be good. PlayStation probably wouldn't even exist. Thus making like Xbox might not even exist. It could just be a Nintendo only platform.
PlayStation.
Final Fantasy VII was what made the PlayStation 1 popular, I think, really at the time.
Right, there's Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, Gran Turismo, Crash Bandicoot. Those are some of the big names out there.
Oh.
Okay, if those did exist, PS1 just dying, the Dreamcast reigning supreme, Dreamcast 2,
After race.
Sonic Adventure 7.
Oh, alright, dude. I'm gonna head to bed.
So that's it for tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big poop and go to bed.
Fantastic.
I've been pooping all night, man. I thought what's wrong with me. Shouldn't have had that Greg's twice.
Oh dear.
I was a hungry man.
That's it for tonight. So that's it for tonight then.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'll catch you tomorrow, man.
Good night.
We're doing the one tomorrow. Alright, peace. I'll catch you later, man.
And good night.